What up? I'm Kev Frey, and this is Back to the Basic. Let's get it.
Welcome to Back to the Basics, where you learn facts, hope you embrace it. Watch, like, share, bring in awareness. Watch, like, share, bring in awareness. I'm fearless. Welcome to Back to the Basics, where you learn facts, hope you embrace it. Watch, like, share, bring in awareness. Watch, like, share, bring in.
Oftentimes, when someone attempts to teach others information, they seldomly give complete, accurate knowledge regarding details. Such details have to do with the origin of the very words being used and their explanations. And unfortunately, since most people do not take the time to research anything, many are content with settling for misinformation that unfortunately becomes very popular. Case in point, the original name of the continent presently known as Africa. Many people say that the original or the oldest name for Africa is Alkebulan, which is said to mean mother of mankind and or the Garden of Eden. Now, it sounds good, but it just isn't true. But do you know how much people just like you heard this same notion and believed it with no research whatsoever, just pure faith? And since they believed the lie, they then endorsed the lie by spreading the lie to other misinformed people, just as many do with mythological religious lies today.
Message!
It's weird, but I have found that if a person agrees with a popular lie, they then feel that they need not do any research for it to be true. To them, of course. This, however, clearly puts them in a state of delusion, having false impressions of a fixed nature. To get out of this deploring mind state, a new kind of teaching must be developed. One that constitutes inquisitiveness. One that is based on evidence and experience, which ultimately lead its recipients to sound right reasoning. And that teaching is right knowledge, otherwise known as Wunuwap or Wusabat. As a student of sound right reasoning, allow me to teach you properly.
Message!
When you hear a statement like the original name for Africa is Alkebulan, the first question that should come to mind is, what language does the word Alkebulan come from? For that information is very vital and would therefore give you some insight into who named this continent. Now, some will say that Alkebulan is Arabic, however, there is no such Arabic word. In fact, the only part of the word Alkebulan that is Arabic is the word al, which simply means the. The truth is, the word Alkebulan derived from the Ashotic Siddic root word Kabbalah, meaning to receive or accept. As in, they received and accepted the wrong name of the continent now being called Africa. For Africa was never referred to as Alkebulan.
Message!
The lost truth is that the word Alkebulan is a derivative of the Sumerian city in Mesopotamia, ran by a Sumerian god named Enlil, son of Anu, who is one of the many gods or Elohims of the modern popular scriptures, better known in the Sumerian records as the Anunnakis. This land was originally called Ashkelon, also found in the Bible as Ashkelon, in the book of Zephaniah 2:4, which is simply a place in Palestine, not Africa, and it means weighing in Aramic.
Message!
Growing awareness has led many people to realize the real lies that the name Africa never originated with the inhabitants of the continent, and our people were never associated with that name. After the continents drifted, this land maintained the name Genewa, but over time it became known by other names such as Nubia, Sudan, which both means black. Today, this great land of the blacks is wrongfully called Africa by Indo-Arab invaders. The word Africa is derived from the Arabic word Ifriqiya, from the root word faraka, meaning to divide or separate. The Pale Adam's intent after many invasions was to take our land, enslave our people, and pollute our genes by tying into our divine DNA, spreading their plagiarized mythological religions, and dividing Africa up into separate lands.
Message!
Time has certainly showed that they have successfully executed this plan because the ancient Nubian people that were once a culture of scholars have been transformed ever since. We have become a new type of people that is no longer in tune with our natural self anymore. We are out of tune with natural nature. And you notice because if you talk to a Nigerian, some would say that they are not what an Ethiopian is, and vice versa. And if you talk to a Moroccan, some would say that they are not what a Sudanese is. And if you talk to a Ghanaian, some would say that they are not what an Egyptian is. And if you talk to a Jamaican, some would say that they are not what a Trinidadian is. And if you talk to a Dominican, some would say that they are not what a Puerto Rican is. And if you talk to a Nubian in America, some would say they are not what a Nubian in the motherland is. So you see how words are extremely powerful and can dictate the outcome of a situation.
Message!
Now, before the continental drift, the entire land called Africa today was originally called Ginawa, or Ginawa, or Guinea, in our ancient language Nuapic, which became known as hieroglyphics as well as cuneiform by the Greeks and the Latins, from the word gan, which means enclosure or outer garden. After the continents drifted, this landmass maintained the name Ginawa, and modern researchers mispronounce it today and call it Gondwana or Gondwana land. These are the facts that you can actually check out and verify for yourself. So stop spreading lies that Africa was called Al-Kiba land, because it just isn't true. I'm Kev Ray, and this is Back to the Basic. Like, share, and subscribe.
Facts we stated. You wanna know something? Go back to basics. Most saw trapping was called the Matrix. The world filled with lies, yet it's hard to face it. So I spread truth, hope you embrace it.